Good afternoon, Parkland family and friends. It's Beth and Jason with this week's edition of the Bulletin. Boy, Jason, Sunday was phenomenal.
How amazing was the weather? And the amount of people? I mean, thousands?
Yes. Well, I did a
hundreds.
I did a little count on the registration card. You know, we shortened them. Mm-hmm. And so the question was just how many people are in your party. Mm-hmm. So I counted all those. There were 1,018 people that filled out the registration card. Now, according to some of our estimates by our hot dog giver-outers and those kind of people, we're guessing we had about 1,500.
That is amazing.
Amazing. And here's another thing that's amazing. We used to ask the question on our registration cards, do you have a church you attend? Well, you know, some people kind of fudge on that. So we changed it to, would you like more information about Parkland? I would say a good third of those 1,018 people put yes. Did you see the stack?
I did, and I was amazed because that's kind of the point of this whole thing.
And I was not expecting that at all. That was a blessing that I was not, because I thought people would just say, no, I just want your candy, you know, really. But when a third of those 1,000 people said, can you send me information, that's phenomenal.
Didn't one of the cards say I'm new to the area?
Yes, there were a couple of people that, one of them told the trolley, Craig on the trolley that they were new, and then one of them wrote it on the card. So there's some people that don't have churches at all. So, and I heard another story. You know the bags we hung on doors that had the Jesus DVD? A woman came up to me and said, she wanted to make sure she had the right church. She said, this is the church that passed out the Jesus DVD. And I said, yes. And she said, my kids love it. We've watched it 4 or 5 times. So for all of you that helped hang those on doors, you know, it doesn't matter. One person is worth all the doors hangers we went to. So that's a blessing too. But it was just a wonderful day.
I mean, we were the first car, and I could see down past the church. Most of the night, the line I could tell was down at least to the old chapel.
Right, and a lot of times it was down to the overhanging door too. So we've made a list of things to work on for next year. We've got all kinds of things listed. One of the things is you all donated about 20,000 pieces of candy.
Yes. And
about 5 o'clock, I had a little panic attack because we were out of candy. So we bought 55 additional bags of candy during the middle of the trunk or treat. So next year, we're going to have to start collecting candy earlier. Yes. We're going to have to do, it worked well. We had a wonderful assortment and lots of chocolate. So thank you for paying that extra money for the chocolate. But we're going to have to start earlier collecting because...
set up and clean up.
Wonderful.
Was wonderful.
Wonderful.
I didn't get around to see all the cars, but the cars that I got to see
were so
phenomenal.
Cute. So cute, yes.
And we got to interact with everybody that was here because if y'all remember how we used to do the Harvest Festival, everybody would crowd them into the gym and then down the hall, and we all didn't get to visit with everybody.
Yes.
But here, everybody was visited with.
Right.
If you came through the line, one of our members interacted with them.
Or several of our members.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was wonderful. We're going to do it again, and we've already got it on the calendar for next year. So as soon as...
So start looking for your ideas for Trunk or Treat 2022 because now's the time to start planning that.
And you know, I think most people threw their trunk or treat decorations in the dumpster. So if you don't have to do the same thing you did this year. So
and lots of basketball families.
Yes.
We're here. We're back with us for this, and which has been amazing. These ministries of getting out into the community, showing the community that
they're working.
Love them. They're working.
Yes.
You know, sometimes we think, well, why do we hang things on people's doors? Why do we do trunk or treat? Why do we do basketball? This is why.
Right.
It develops these relationships, and this feeds into the Who's Your One. Which brings us to another important thing. You know, we've had a lot of guests over the last couple of weeks.
We have. And you've been
the
great.
Church.
You've all been great. So
this brings us to our next thing.
We need some greeters. Now, Pastor Chris says that when we ask you all to do something, we need to give you a personal story.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you a story about greeters. Now, it's old, so hang in there. But Craig and I got married in June of a year, long time ago. And in August of that same year, we moved to Louisville to get jobs. Now, Craig and I both grew up in Baptist churches. So we were churched. You know, going to church was not foreign to us, as it is to lots of our people now. But still, the thought of looking for a new church was very scary. So we went to several Baptist churches that people knew somebody in, and they were awful. They were just terrible. And Craig said, what are we going to do? We've got to find a church. And so he said, I passed a church the other day that sits kind of off the road. Well, it's Parkland, because you don't know it's there. Okay, so we came to Parkland on a Sunday, and it was raining. So of course we were young and thought we'd be okay getting wet. So we had no umbrella. So we get out of our car, and it's raining. And there was a couple, a senior adult couple. They have since gone to be with Jesus, but they were there. Al and Lucille Stewart. Now, I don't know if any of you even remember Al and Lucille, but they had 2 umbrellas. So when Lucille saw us, she didn't know us. She had no idea. She said, is this your first Sunday? And we said, yes, ma'am. And she said, you're going to get all wet. And so Craig and I said, oh, it's okay. We're just going to the door. She said, no, you're not going to get wet on your first Sunday in Parkland. And then she said, Al, you give them your umbrella. You get wet.
I love it.
So Lucille gave us her husband's umbrella, and she stayed dry, and we stayed dry, and poor Al got wet. But the point is, that's what brought Craig and I to Parkland, was Lucille giving away her husband's umbrella so we would stay dry. She talked to us in the parking lot. She was super friendly. So do not underestimate the importance of a greeter. Don't underestimate holding the door open for somebody if they have their stuff, or answering a question that we might think is silly because they are new. So I just wanted to share that testimony with you, because if it wasn't for Lucille Stewart being a greeter in the parking lot, Craig and I wouldn't be here. So we need some greeters.
Yes.
We need some people who are assertive but gentle. Is that fair?
Yes.
And we need several. We've got 3 doors that we're keeping open now, and so some of it is, quite honestly, for safety, especially at door 5 back by our children preschool. So, but if you would like to be a greeter, if you really see the importance of that, if you would let one of us know, or you can let Brett know. He's on vacation this week, but when he gets back, if you just let one of the 3 of us know, and we'll get you on a schedule. But I just wanted to share that story so you would know that a greeter is really important. It's not just something that we use to fill a slot and put a check mark in. And Al and Lucille did. So
maybe we can do an Al and Lucille award for the friendliest greeters.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. First person that gives away their umbrella and gets drenched wins the Al and Lucille award. So that'd be wonderful.
And we always think we always assume that we're friendly.
Yes.
But sometimes we're friendly because we know each other.
Right.
Versus
Correct.
Friendly knowing that they're strangers.
Yes.
And so you can never underestimate the importance of a kind gesture.
Yes.
And greeters are the first line of church members that our folks meet, that our guests meet coming in. So please help us with this important. It's a ministry. It's not just something to check off. It is a ministry.
And Al and Lucille were old enough to be our grandparents, and she didn't hesitate to talk to us. And so, so it doesn't matter how old you are, what your age bracket is. If you could be friendly and help us out, you just let one of us know, and we'll get you plugged in. And you can do it every Sunday, or you could do it like every first Sunday. So decide what fits into your schedule, and we'll help you make that work. So
lots of exciting things going on at Parkland. Well, we just came through 2 huge community events, so it brings us to our next church-wide event.
Yes.
On Sunday, November the 21st, it's our annual joint Thanksgiving service.
I always say it has the longest name here. It's the annual church-wide youth-sponsored Thanksgiving lunch. So it's if you remember this from 2 years ago, before COVID, the youth families bring food, and then traditional Thanksgiving food, and our Hispanic friends join us, and they bring a pig. And I got to tell you, Jason, long ago they would bring this pig, like the whole pig, with an apple in its mouth.
Oh wow!
Well, it was kind of gross to me, but anyway, but it took them too long to carve it, so now they're bringing pig
chunked up.
Yeah, pieces, pig parts. And so, but they will have, and they bring all the
beans and rice and the
yes, all that stuff that goes with it. So it's a really good time. We are going to ask you to donate some money. Our youth fundraisers have been cut in half. We used to have 4, and now we have 2. The concession stand, which was phenomenal, and this. And so we'd like to ask you, it's donation based, but you just give as much as you feel comfortable. and it'll go to send the kids to camp.
Which is another huge important ministry that we do.
Yes. So that's on the 21st at 11.
There is no Sunday school that morning. It is just worship.
We're fellowshipping.
all gathering together, being thankful. The choir's working on a nice big choir special for that morning, and it's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Thanksgiving is of the holidays. Thanksgiving is my favorite. So.
Yes. All right. Okay. Now this next one is good news.
Yes. Don't forget.
Set your clocks back so you get an extra hour sleep. Of course, it throws me off the whole rest of the week, but that one night I get an extra hour sleep.
See, I don't understand why they do it on Saturday night in the middle of the night. Why not like on a Friday at 3 o'clock or something?
I guess it's supposed to start the week because Sunday's the first day of the week. I don't know. Yeah.
Or a Monday.
Yeah,
or something like that.
That's true. Okay. Is anything else, Jason?
I don't think so. Thank you all for all the candy and all the support over the last couple of weeks with our outreach stuff. You've done phenomenal.
Yes.
Let us know about greeters if you'd like to be a part of that ministry. And then don't forget about Thanksgiving.
That's right. That's it. So we'll see you Sunday. And remember, put Jesus first in your life and
invite who's your one.
Yes, on this day.
On this day.
Oh, not that day. That day.
On that day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you next week.